Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away, behold, the new is come. All this is from God, who through Christ reconciled us to himself and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. That is, in Christ God was reconciling the world to himself, not counting their trespasses against them, and entrusting to us the message of reconciliation. Therefore, we are ambassadors for Christ, God making his appeal through us. We implore you on behalf of Christ, be reconciled to God. For our sake he made him to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God.
But I want to need you more. I'm lost without.
God put it on a man's heart to start a project to help support godly men in Thailand who are already about this ministry of reconciliation. His name is Jonathan Adam, and this is Project Restore.
Unless your resurrection saves, I'm desperate for a desperate heart. I'm reaching out, I'm reaching.
In 2005, Jonathan enrolled at Columbus State University to study criminal justice. He had made many foolish decisions as a younger man, and in the way he puts it, he was lucky to not be behind bars. But in the summer of 2006, he decided to drop out of college with the intent of joining the Marines. After being convinced otherwise, John chose to enroll at Covenant College to study sociology. Before John would start his 5th year of college, he met Professor Mike. He's a professor that's hard to forget because he looks a lot like Santa Claus. For the past 22 years, he and his wife Ann have been building relationships and coming alongside native Thai people who are making a difference in their area. For 4 months out of the year, they lead a university-level program that allows students to study abroad in Thailand. After Professor Mike gave his invitation, Jonathan was in.
I want to love you more. I need you gone.
John left for Thailand in January of 2010 and would spend the next 4 months doing everything from studying Thai culture, religion, and language to interning at a juvenile prison. In March of that year, John met 2 men that impacted his life greatly, and though he didn't know it at the time, in the days to come he would be partnering with both of them. After finishing his studies at Covenant College, John returned to Thailand in February of 2011, this time to stay. He began living with Tatupa and his family, and soon after returning he was baptized for the first time right alongside other new believers that had come to know Christ at Tatupa's Life Center. Project Restore was created to help these 2 men accomplish what God had already put on their hearts. It is a project that John hopes will both encourage and financially support them as they reach out to people with the gospel, and as they train up people to reach out to others. In March of 2012, Project Restore was accepted by the Family Connection Foundation as one of the projects that they would oversee. This is Batun. He lives in Bambala, a 3-hour drive north of Chiang Mai. With a master's in sustainable agriculture and a humble heart before an all-powerful God, Batun gave up the opportunity to become a wealthy man in the city in order to return to Bambala to help farmers learn a better way of living.
Alright, welcome to Bambala Village. This is actually a Lahu and Aka village, hill tribe groups here in Thailand. My name is Jonathan Adam and I work for Project Restore. And I partner with a local Lahu farmer here who's trying to bring sustainable income to his villagers. So if you look around here, you can see that the farmers in this area practice slash and burn agriculture methods. And so the staple crop here is corn. The farmers actually engage in monocropping, and they use corn as their means for for income. And corn that they use is for pig feed and for animal feed, so it's not for human consumption. So if you look over here, you can see Batun's land. You can see all that green over there. And that's the kind of thing that we're about. We're about bringing back the green in the environment, bringing back the trees, and bringing sustainable income to the people. We believe that God gave us this land as a gift, and with any gift, our job is to give glory back to God. And so Our hope is that in the future, the mountains here can all be surrounded in green and we can bring back the jungle and the people here can have the ability to make a sustainable income.
But everyone hates the chances that we waste under the light of a new day.
This is the first year of Watoon's agriculture project, and he already has 50 farmers that have partnered with him. The way the project works, the farmers will all receive seeds for plants and trees other than corn. The farmers have already put up half of the money for the seeds, and Project Restore will put up the other half. It will then deliver the seeds, and this cycle will continue on for 3 years, helping them each year to move from monocropping corn and using slash and burn methods to planting coffee, tea, banana trees, and other things, and using better farming technique. Over time, Watoon hopes that the barren mountain slopes will once again be covered with plant life.
We can go away.
12 years ago, Tatupa began what is now called the Life Center. Every year, between 7 to 15 young adults come and live with Tatupa and his wife Tatumo for 4 months. Many of these youth come from broken homes, where they have experienced neglect, loneliness, depression, and low self-esteem. Almost all of Tatupa's students come from drug-addicted backgrounds that range from opium and heroin to smoking and drinking. But in steps Jesus. The Life Center was founded on the idea that rehabilitation could only happen through the transforming, radical love of Jesus. Because of this idea, the program was formed around love, faith, relationship, and empowerment. Tatupa didn't just want men to leave changed, but changed so much so that they start to invest in other people. He focuses on helping them build their skills, develop personally, and helps train them to lead.